Happy April. we we have wrapped up the March deliverables. Thank you all for keeping that page up to date, updating your progress. I know we're all learning and it's going to get better every month. But the deliverables are important, and I think the community has reacted positively to this monthly list that we go through every week. It's a much more kind of granular and I guess useful way to look at what we're all working on versus those kind of high level product launches. So we'll continue doing this, but it's important that we keep that list up to date and we can go through them on these calls. So let me share my screen. Okay. So last week in the office, a lot of the folks in the Bay Area went through their deliverables. So I wanted to spend, I guess, the first half going through deliverables for people who weren't in the office, some of our remote friends, and then if there's time, we can cover some of the locals as well. Okay, so let's kick it off with Yuri. Is Yuri here? There he is.
Hi guys. Do you hear me all okay with my?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. So my April deliverables is Horizon Bridge security improvements and improvements monitoring system. It's several items. We have discussed this with Ganesha. A little bit later, I will add a special Notion page with all items. At whole, it will be better monitoring on balances, remove extend validators amount, minimum validators amount to sign operations. We will increase it to 5. Yeah, so this system should be more secure. Yeah, and so for this system will be important that all validators working stable. So we will need better monitoring and monitoring all balances for each validator, monitoring good RPC connection, ATC. So all this I will do this week and next week. So I think it will be my main goal for next 2 weeks, half of April. Also, I will work on BTC Bridge Dark TEM together with Sergey and validators DAO heap proposals. This goal we have discussed with Leo, and this from it is tasks from our community. So part of this already done, and part will be done in this month. Yeah, it's improvements for staking dashboard.
Got it. Yeah, Yuri, let's just use, we need to be very specific about what it is, what the deliverable is, right? So improvements is too difficult to measure, whether it's like number of improvements, and it should be linked, right? Like everything here, every item should be linked to a public page where we can look, learn more about the context.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I will discuss this one more time with Ganesha, and we'll add the Notion page and improve my text.
Great.
With current metrics.
Thanks, Yuri. All right, Peter, you're up.
All right, so 3 things I'm focused on for this month is to close 3 of the deals currently in the pipeline. Design unique offering for 2 key verticals, and then execute engagement with RG and contract with PQ, and those are not public.
Okay.
So my overall goal this year is to help grow Harmony 10x, and so this is kind of in route to hopefully doing that.
Nice. Thank you, Peter. Jenya.
All right, I will continue work on trustless bridge. So basically 2 components, UI and client/relayer, and also some work on explore because we have many demands and many things in backlog. That's it.
Okay, good. Same with this, Jenya. Just let's make sure that we have very specific deliverables here.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can be more specific. I will extend it.
Okay, great. Okay, let's see. Soph is not here. Dan Wolf.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I just connected. Working closely with the ADAO, so I'll be working much more closely with Daniel, Sean and others regarding the Ambassador DAO, doing all I can to help them fulfill all of their goals throughout April. With regards to April AMAs, we just kicked off a new series of AMAs back to the projects. That will see us host more of those throughout the month of April, revisiting some of the older projects that are already on Harmony and seeing what they've been up to in the time since they launched and anything new that they've got to offer. We just recently did that with Sonic Swap. And then the weekly DAO Governor AMAs or Q&A sessions is something that's a work in progress at the minute, but we'll hopefully aim to host a governor from a DAO each week and let them give updates and details on their progress and current aims and plans to the community.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dan. Let's see. Adrian, you went in the office last week, so let's hear your updates.
I am going to, so this is directly involving content because I do a lot of filming of our live events. I'm going to attempt to create essentially an Apple style keynote, polished from front to back. And that way we can, and it will be modular, so we can essentially use it for anybody, plugging in whatever we need to plug in. So hopefully we can make that happen. Also going to be filming the actual production of a series of One Wallet videos. And lastly, Paris is not until Q3, but all of the work for Paris is in Q2. So I'm going to be involved with Paris, and I'm also going to be doing some Ghana work as well. So.
Okay, yeah, again, with this, it's too vague, right? Like, let's be specific about what the deliverables are. Deliverables for April. But we can chat about this later, Adrian.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Is Abi on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Abi.
Hey, everybody. So my focus for this month is, I think the highlight for the Europe team is definitely going to be the 2 events, ETH Amsterdam being the big one, and then there's also one preceding it, which is Paris Blockchain Week. Paris Blockchain Week is more business style conference sort of an event. I would assume, also since I worked with Paris Blockchain Week before, I would assume that there's going to be lesser number of developers and projects compared to ETH Amsterdam, and also looking at the ticket prices and the sponsorship packages, I imagine that it's more business style. But we are still going there. I think we're a team of 3 so far at Paris Blockchain Week. But the main focus would be ETH Amsterdam. So we are organizing, so far we have about 4 to 5 side events already in place. And we will try to get more, or we will try to organize more that makes sense. We also have about 10 to 12 members from Blue Dart joining us. We've been in touch with Amy, and we've also got about 10 ZKU scholars joining us at Amsterdam. So that's going to be, so we're a team of 27 to be precise for ETH Amsterdam, and that's going to be our focus. For me personally, I aim to be engaging with at least 10 grantees. And of course, as a team, it has to be much higher. And also, I think for this quarter, One Wallet being our MVP or the flagship product, we will try to ride the wave of some of the bigger campaigns that you guys have planned on the America side. And if the timing is perfect, then we'll try to ride that wave in PBWS, which is Paris Blockchain Week, and ETH Amsterdam. So those two are on the event side, apart from the daily deliverables like content, social media, and newsletter, which in fact for this month for March is going out today, since everybody's given a pass. So that should be out today, the newsletter and the thread. And finally, I think the last one would be about just try to reinvent the content wheel, especially in terms of repurposed content. Sometimes I feel like I don't want to be too repetitive with repurposing content, especially for my off hours. So what I did, which I think was a good success, was try to visualize data, those data visualization graphics, infographics from, I think the last one we did was in ecosystem growth, and I think we can do much more. Yeah, I'm working on that, and I think I'm sure that there are many on the team who can contribute in terms of ideas for this data visualization. But that's going to be my three focus areas for this month. And I imagine the Europe team is going to be busy this month also with Paris Blockchain Week, with ETH Amsterdam, and also the preparations for ETHCC.
All right. Thanks, Abhi.
Yep.
Danny.
So yeah, we're gonna film the One Wallet video coming up. Me and Adrian will get together this week to decide what days we're gonna film that in the next coming weeks. And we're also going to Ghana at the end of the month. So gotta figure out how we can find the story and, you know, deliver the right content while we're in Ghana. So gotta create a treatment for a video. And ETH Mexico City, you know, I'm taking more of an interest in Latin American events. So I'm already in contact with a few people who live in Mexico City. So that's coming up in Q3, but got to do the planning. So.
Okay. With all of these, please make sure that you guys link each item to a public page. Hakwan, are you on the call? I don't think so. He's probably asleep in Japan. Next up, we have Essa.
Hello. Okay. So my first one is going to be published grants playbook. I spoke with Jack. I'll be working with him and Tron on that. And I think that'll give me a lot more experience with understanding what grants are too. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then identify 5 candidates for events lead. We're looking for somebody who is going to be taking our vision of the events team and executing an experience for a community to walk away with on our events. So right now I have 3, potentially 4 people that I've been spoken to about. I have one call this afternoon to talk to somebody about that as well. I think we need to clearly set, Adrian and I speaking this morning about clearly setting those mandates. And so we're looking forward to that. And then creating bookkeeping structures for events. That our first draft of that should be done by the end of this week, by Friday. And we'll test it out with other events and see what we need to do to change that. And that's it.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Max, are you on the call? I thought I saw Max. No?
Yes, you're here.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
He's there.
Max, can you hear us?
We can come back to Max.
Yeah, we'll come back. Consta.
Hello. Right now we have some problems with block insertion, and my primary goal is to optimize it. We assume that we can insert more than one block at once, and it will help us Second is to expose updates, just some improvements to it. And third is cross-link signals. If a problems sometimes with them, we can lose them. So I have to resend them, and I'll guess it will fix it. So that's all.
Okay. Thank you. Brian.
Yes, this is going to be mathed out today between Giv and I and possibly Stephen, but essentially we need to with the Blue Metaverse, there's a bunch of metaverses in our ecosystem at present, and we need to sort of see where we are with them, where they are in terms of either being on testnet or mainnet, and how to have assets be able to translate from one to the other, and how the links between them are going to link to our portal. So we need to figure out all of that, as well as, you know, to try and usher through projects that are on testnet currently, or projects that have gotten grants or who applied to grants, to help get them ushered out and to get them released.
Great. Thank you. Max, are you back?
Hey, Gabe, it's Max. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The first task is the time-based transaction ordering. This should hopefully help reduce some network spam from arbitrage bots. The second two tasks are fairly small. One of them is the gas price RPC estimate. Instead of something like 30 GV, we've been giving out fairly large numbers. The second part of this one is for validators, where validators or explorer nodes who are complaining from their cloud providers that Harmony is doing a lot of private network scanning. So we'll turn that off, hopefully with a flag. And the last one is a node out of sync issue, where we noticed last week that non-shard0 nodes had fallen out of sync with shard0. And since they were lagging, we lost consensus in shard1 and shard2. And I guess this is the bigger task for me for the months to figure out why this is happening.
Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to the fellows. Z.
With Tom.
Tom was in the office last week.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, I think his has changed a bit. That's why.
Oh, okay. We can come back to these. Yeah, I want to make sure we cover everyone else.
Right. I'll be very brief. So Coachella is happening in about 2 weeks. So I think there are altogether probably about 15 of us will be at the Coachella Music House. And the goal there is really more about, I think the plan has changed a little bit. So the core idea there is really to bring additional brand awareness for both Harmony and One Wallet. Social NFT is linked. Is a pretty exciting project. It's a whole set of NFT that's generated by GAN's network using on-chain data. And then you guys can click through it. There's some visual kind of cues in terms of the direction we're going. So the idea is really to announce this at Coachella and kind of really make it public to the general Harmony community. So that's the second initiative. The third, which is probably close and dear to your heart, Giv, open sourcing One Wallet. April 24th is the date. So I think we're on track to get there. So that's One Wallet open sourcing.
Awesome. Thanks, E.
Yep.
Okay, Aaron's not around. Victor.
Oh, hey guys. So I've got 3 tasks in April. First one is getting the Gnosis multi-sig to staging. So that involves forking the current multi-sig in Gnosis and trying to launch that inside Harmony. So just bringing on the new features of Gnosis that's missing in our current multi-sig. The second one is to complete the EtherScan API docs for Explorer. So our goal is to get our Explorer to have expose EtherScan API functionality, so others can use it quite easily, interchangeably with code that uses EtherScan. And then finally, last one is to close off some high impact Explorer issues. So the target last month was 8, so I'm just moving that to 10. Yeah, that's what I'm doing this April.
Awesome. Thanks, Victor. Sergey here. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, Sergey is unavailable.
Okay.
So Yeah, I can add some comments about this. So Sergey will work on completing Horizon Bridge UI Dark theme from last month's goal. Also integrate Dark UI theme to BTC Bridge and launch BTC Bridge mobile version. So all these goals is front-end tasks.
Right.
Front-end improvements for our projects, bridges.
Okay. Teosvi, I don't think is here. Devin.
Again, quickly.
Oh, yeah, go.
Quickly talk about Tej.
Go
As
on.
a Solidity developer, so for this one, these main tasks are on the BTC Bridge. Some of the key features being like water liquidation for under collateralization. And also Walls have asked for the second feature of retiring, going on and off from the bridge. That's second feature. And finally, to improve the collateralization, we plan to support the staking and delegation. So he's working on the implementing this feature in the smart contracts. So these three things mainly focus for him this month.
Great, thanks, Ganesh. Devin.
Oh, yeah. So starting with DAO tools, the DAO ops team absolutely crushed it last month. So we've doubled from 5 to 10 DAO tools that we're looking to bring on chain this month.
We did crush it. Thank you, Devin. Sorry to interrupt, but you're right. We crushed it.
It was awesome. So yeah, we're going to push ourselves even harder this month, and we've already got a really good lead. So then the next thing that I'm trying to do is onboard 25 Harmony team members to Opolis. Opolis is a DAO tool as well, and I'm not saying here that there's any official partnership or on-chain collaboration with Opolis at this moment. It's just my goal to bring them on-chain to Harmony and have at least 25 team members utilizing it. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Opolis, it is the ability to essentially you are your own employer in the sense that you can provide health insurance to yourself through Opolis, proof of employment. You give yourself a W-2 so you can buy a house and this and that. And you can pay yourself in pretty much any currency that you choose, which is all pain points currently for 1099 contracts and self-employed workers. So lowers that barrier. And then the last one would be publish a RASCI for the One DAO conference. So this is something Adrian and I are primarily focused on. And this RASCI will be the responsibility matrix for what this conference, this flagship DAO conference will look like. So we're really excited to get through all these.
Awesome. Thanks, Devin. Xiaopeng is not here. Leo's not here either, right? He's off this week. Yeah. Nick is not on the call. Let's move on to some of our part-timers. Rachel.
Hi, everybody. Okay, yeah, so my first deliverable, I'm working with Devin to onboard 10 new DAO tools. Just to piggyback on what Devin said, we're really excited about Opolis. That way we can implement benefits for Web3 workers, which is so essential in this space. We are in conversation and we have calls this week to onboard 4 new DAO tools. So we are in good shape, I feel, to hit 10 new DAO tools this month. And my second deliverable is to scale for Ambassador DAO to 30 meetups this month. That was in our initial proposal, which I feel it's pretty ambitious, being that we are down 1 signatory. But me and Miguel are going to challenge ourselves and we're going to try for 30 because that was in our initial proposal. And hopefully we can get another signatory onboarded. And lastly, I'm assisting the DAO operations team in getting 50 DAOs using One Reputation. I have to set up a call with Colin, but to my understanding, One Rep is about 75% completed. So we should be able to implement that this month.
Awesome. Thanks, Rachel. Ed's not on the call. Rosa, and you haven't updated this yet, but you want to just walk us through your 3 items?
Yes, so 3 items is going to be like PR, as you know. The thing is I cannot edit it, but I will. I don't have like the permission with my personal email. The other, we already have onboarded Jorge we plan, and it's on his own page, to do weekly Twitter Spaces in Spanish, plus like a scheduled calendar, once a month community in Mexico gathering. It's going to be our TGIs for Mexico, and also content based on artists and NFTs, which is his previous expertise. I would like to introduce him maybe next week formally. And the other person I want to introduce is Jose Couto, which I think you already know him. He's doing Spanish content and PR in Spain, but also traveling to LATAM, and he's joining us today in the call. So, and
Hey,
we
Jose.
also have him on the contributors page. So
Hi,
that's all
everyone.
from my side.
Hey, good to have you here, Jose.
Thank you, Gib.
Okay, thank you, Rosa. Okay, going back up now, Tom.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I got a messenger from Stephen yesterday. He said that we should planning a two event, like the leadership event and also the China-US crypto event, so that he want to combine like the April and May together. Oh, it's already updated. Yes. Oh, yes. Someone already updated. Yes.
Okay, and the rest?
And the rest is to schedule a performance coaching and leadership session. Yeah. So performance coach is a job that's to help the employees to get the best and improve the performance. So I will prepare for the slides and give a presentation on that.
Okay, great.
Yes, another is for the 10 area business leaders, as including the partnership and also the investors. We engage them through the TGIs and some other private event.
Got it. Okay, thank you, Tom. Let's do a couple more, and then we can move on to other items. RJ.
Okay, so for my deliverable for April, first of all, I'm gonna revamp the protocol roadmap. I mean, going on forward, not just for this year, but maybe even next year. It basically lay out all the missing component that we're gonna do for the protocol, kind of features and improvement, and also issue fixes. So like including like cross-shard messaging system, like also like incentive for the leader and validators, updated incentive for leader validators, all of these details. And also we're gonna look up like all the other kind of major blockchains, kind of features to see whether there's like new like direction that we can follow. Things like whether we can make our shards like a data availability layer for to support all the other layer 2 solutions. So that's for the protocol roadmap. The other one is continue the signature collection launch. So the code still need more audit, and is the core consensus feature change. So that need very careful code review, and also we need careful testing on that, so that within April, the goal is to launch it on mainnet. For the cross-shard messaging is continue working with the mutual knowledge system to start the implementation phase. And the implementation may take up to 2 months. And also we want to leave like more time, maybe an additional 2 months for testing and the iteration and fixes. So within April, the goal is to finish about half of the implementation, which is mainly on the changes within EVM for the cross-shard messaging system. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, RJ. Ganesha.
Sure. Major time I'll be spending on preparing the Ethereum Bridge launch. There are several items. I created the details inside the page. And the second one is Bitcoin Bridge features, like I mentioned, working with Tej, Solidity developer, on things like vault liquidation for under collateralization, retired feature, and also staking for the Bitcoin Bridge. And bridge security improvements, again, details are inside the page, mainly increasing the current bridge validators number, ensuring their security protocol is followed, and also some of the better monitoring, working with Jury. Those are the 3 items for April month.
Okay, great. So we can probably stop there. For folks watching, you can read through this on harmony.one/April. There'll be one for every month. You can look at last month's updates on /March. So do go in, and for everyone else here, please go through and link to appropriate public pages, update your percentages, work with your managers to kind of tweak and refine some of these deliverables. Okay. What else? Oh, some hands going up. Nice. Okay, let's go. I think Boris came up first.
Yeah. Boris beat me to it. Oh,
Sorry, Sam. I will be short. I just want to introduce a new contributor, Juan Beltran. He's based in Madrid, Spain. He's been working with us. We met him in Lisbon. He's been collaborating. He's been a validator for a while, so he's been collaborating with us a lot. He started collaborating quickly in Lisbon, then helped a lot in Denver, and helped an extreme lot on Brazil. And he did a workshop, and he has in his past life, he was very good at evaluating a proposal for investment for big consulting firms. So he will be helping a little with the grants we're processing all over the world, and he will also help to coordinate the stuff in Europe. So welcome, Juan. Thank you.
Welcome, Juan.
welcome, Juan.
Hello to everyone, and thank you, everyone. Happy to be here.
All right.
I'm so glad we have at least one Juan on our one team, because it's
Oh,
one
yeah.
and Juan.
Oh, that was bad. That was
Come
terrible.
on, please laughing. I got
like
Lee
it.
to laugh.
I like it, Sam.
Thank you. Thank
How
you,
many
my
won?
friends.
Okay. All right, Sam. With that,
I have two.
you're up.
Yes, with that, I have two things really quickly. I also want to introduce a new contributor that we have, Chakram, that you guys can see there on your screen. Chalk is joining the DAO Ops team to work on DAO onboarding. He's going to be very, very helpful to be bringing on the new DAOists and help training them in how to DAO and how not to DAO. And honestly, what this will build is actually a really great pipeline of informing our community and bridging and growing our community, and helping everybody understand what it means to be a Harmonaut. So Chalk, welcome. Excited to have you here. And he's amazing. We've seen him, you've probably seen him in East Denver, you've seen him in NFTLA, you've seen him in NFT NYC. He's been around.
Yeah, glad to be here for sure. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Chalk.
Welcome, Chalk. The other thing I want to announce is every Tuesday morning at 9:15, we open up our DAO operations call. So any DAO governors, or what we call them now, DAO signatories, can join that. If you're interested in joining, please send your email over to Rachel. Rachel also has her a post on Twitter pinned. You can send her a DM there as well. And then I will add you to the meeting invite, so you can join us on the DAO operations call.
Excellent.
That is
Rachel.
what I was gonna say.
Great. Anyone else? Lee?
Sure. We'll end on a high note. So as everyone knows, we finished our Q1 performance review. It is now public at harmony.one/perf. It's also immutable. The block has been finalized, and Just wanted to take a moment to appreciate everyone for participating. And also, it was a close race at the top, but we do want to highlight our two, based on both the peer review from Coordinape and the manager's review as well. We want to highlight our two top performers for Q1 and give them a chance to share a little bit. So first up is Adrian.
Woo!
Thanks. What an honor to be thought so highly by your peers. So yeah, thank you to everyone. But honestly, all this, whatever praise or whatever cannot happen unless we thank everyone else who actually helped along the way. All of the people who, who you are in Denver, who really helped make that thing happen. It wasn't one person, it was a team effort. And moving forward, I think we have a lot of work to do to try and replicate that again, if not beat it. I think we should always be striving to do better than we did last time. So even though that was amazing, and we had a great quarter, I definitely have my eyes set for every quarter after. So I'll continue to keep hustling for the squad. And yeah, thank you guys so much. It's a real honor to be selected from you guys. So I appreciate it.
Congrats, Adrian. Well deserved.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Okay, and the second person is Daniel. Rock the blockchain.
Bit unexpected. Thank you. And like Adrian said, I really could have done it with everyone else that I've been working with over the past few months. Man, time has really flown by. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to say. It was a bit unexpected here, but thank you again, and just gonna aim to do more, do better, work harder, work smarter. So thank you.
Good job, Daniel. All right. Anything else from you, Lee?
No, all good.
All right. Anyone else before we go to breakout rooms? Announcements, news, thoughts? Okay. Okay, everyone. Have a great week. I'm going to send you to your breakout rooms now. Take care.